Hello and welcome. I'm Patrick Curtis, Chief Monkey of Wall Street Oasis, and this is Monkey to Millions, a show where you get a front row seat as I mentor young students and professionals to try and help them break into their dream jobs. In the first cohort, you'll meet 4 students, all preparing for intense job interviews while trying to also balance a personal life and schoolwork. The goal of this show is to shine a light on the struggles of trying to break into competitive positions with a non traditional background and to give you a roadmap for your own success. My hope is that as you get to know these 4 impressive students, you are inspired to dream big. Remember, these are real people and this is their true story. Let's get to it. In this session, John gives us a quick update having finished his final classes and graduated college. He has pivoted to work full-time as an intern for a real estate development firm that is indicating they may want to bring him on full-time, but that hasn't stopped him from his networking efforts, and he is now in final rounds at a boutique investment bank working in the hotel and gaming space. Enjoy.
All right, John, big update. Let's hear it.
What's going on?
It's June 15th for the listeners. I think we're going to start releasing these on like a 2-month lag, so it'll probably be July, August. It'll be like late summer when this releases.
Sounds good.
So we're early summer right now. You are now a college graduate.
Yep. Doesn't feel like it, but here we are.
Graduating into the toughest time probably since the last 10 years. If not longer. So tell me a little bit about, I know you were, last time we chatted was what, 6 weeks ago or so?
Yeah, about 6 weeks ago.
And you had kind of, were you wrapping up classes or you were done?
No, I was wrapping up classes. I actually finished finals last week.
Oh, recently?
So the quarter system. Thanks.
Did you keep your GPA up, hopefully?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't got my final grades, but I think I ended off with like a 3.75.
Great.
So,
good.
So yeah, I think
that won't hurt you. That won't hurt you anywhere. Great.
Yeah, no. So if I ever decide to, go get my MBA, I feel like that'll help.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tell me a little bit about the internship, how that's been going. I know it's remote, so it's a little bit weird and tough. And I remember last time we talked about advocating for yourself a little bit if you can get your hands on stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they were good, but it just seemed really unstructured, and the deal flow wasn't there. Like big update, I'm not there anymore.
Okay.
I kind of just told them thank you for everything. They gave me like a bunch of material to study for, series exams and whatnot. But I'm sure if I ever, start with another firm soon, that they'll probably have a lot of resources for me as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm not sure if I also mentioned this, but like during that time, I was also working part-time with a real estate development firm as well. Like
you were doing like 20 hours, right? For them?
Yeah. I was basically doing 20 hours with the RE firm and then another like 15 to 20 with the IB.
And tell me, so are you now full-time with the real estate development firm or what's going on there?
Yeah. So like I'm working full-time with them remotely. They announced that they're not going back to the office until 2021.
Okay.
So everybody's working remote. My team's working remote. And basically my kind of thought process right now is continue working with them because they're paying me. And
you get $20?
Yeah, it's $20 an hour. And I mean, the past like couple weeks, the VP that I'm working under, kind of has hinted that they want me to stay full time. It's a great firm. They're really well known and respected in Southern California. They have a lot of great properties. And then a lot of the things that they've been telling me is that they've been filling me in on a lot of like expansion projects and things that they want to do. And they have a great relationship with, USC.
What do they do in terms of when you say real estate development? Tell me a little bit about like how big is the firm? What types of projects are they doing? Like, is it all commercial type stuff or residential?
Yeah, it's all. Well, actually, they have a wide span of properties in Southern California. So they have like a hotel in Santa Barbara. They own it mostly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mostly retail properties. Okay. So I'm not sure if you've been to LA, but the Grove, the Americana, the Palisades Village, Commons, the Calabasas, all these really upscale, high retail spaces. It's owned by them.
Are they struggling right now because of
they furloughed a lot of people? Yeah, they furloughed a lot of people, but I mean, it seems like they're doing okay now since a lot of tenants are opening back up and paying rent. So yeah, I mean, they're definitely doing well, and I mean, obviously aside from the furloughs, but it just seemed good company culture and whatnot. At the same time, obviously it's not, the ideal role,
How many people are in there? What are the roles? Are there defined roles? Is it like 20 people, 5 people? How big?
It was, yeah. So, they had like 300 people. It's like a 300 person company, and they furloughed half of them.
Yeah. Okay. And then, but tell me about you're like an intern, right?
Yeah. So I'm still an intern. I work under the strategy VP. And he was actually brought on October of 2019. And basically his mandate is to build out the strategy and innovations team to help with expansion and also kind of structure the data and like workflow processes of the company, just because it's very old fashioned. Like, I think the way the company kind of operated was like, there's something that needs to be done. CEO would kind of tell somebody to do it. They do it. Like there wasn't a flow of
300 people still. Wow. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So part of, the past couple of weeks, I've been working on a dashboard for a data analytics project, kind of to put together like all the different data sets they got from marketing to IT to operations, put that together. But the first couple of weeks of my internship, I was putting together like revenue forecasts and big like models on Excel. That was actually like my first time actually taking a lead on that. So that was actually really cool. I enjoyed that, loved it. And this week we're starting a new
high impact work is good. That's good.
Yeah, it's great. And then this week he's having me put together another forecast for a project that they're soon to, start developing.
And so are you getting down to like to the unit level forecast and all that stuff?
Yeah. Like rent revenue. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're going to love our new real estate modeling course when it comes out.
Yeah. I mean, that's been great. And honestly, like I've kind of thought about this recently. I'll tell you a little bit about my thought process of where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
So I'm currently like in 3 interview processes, pretty deep into the process. One's with an IB, actually a boutique in LA. Yeah. They focus on hotels, gambling, and the gaming industry. They were actually a group from B of A that got pretty much laid off in 08 and 09, and they kind of formed their own boutique. And I think they've been doing pretty well since then. I mean, they've been operating since then. And
then right now, it could be bad right now.
Yeah, no, it was bad. I mean, I applied and actually like reached out to one of the analysts and associates back in February, and they said, "Oh yeah, I was put on pause." But they reached out to me earlier, I think last month, and they resumed the process. So I already had 3 interviews, one with an analyst, one with an associate, and then I have a Zoom call with pretty much everybody on the team. It's a team of 7.
They're in LA?
Yeah, El Segundo to be specific.
Yep. Okay, cool.
And I sent in, and I have a super day this Friday or next Monday, Tuesday. So I pretty much passed all the technical portions. I think this is kind of just to get a feel of, because I think they're down to 2 to 3 candidates. So me and maybe potentially 2 others. They said they're going to try to move pretty fast and pretty selective. I already sent in references from B. Riley and my 2 in Harvey and Company and Disney. And I already sent in my work samples, like a little DCF model and a presentation I put together for a previous case study. Yep. And I sent them like a report I did for one of my classes because they want to write a sample. So I feel pretty good about that. The team seems pretty good. I feel like I'll get a lot of, client exposure. I don't know. They said I'll be doing everything basically from putting together models to sims.
You'd be an analyst basically.
Yeah. Even handling admin duties just because they don't have like a secretary. They said
you'll be doing everything.
They said the most junior guy will be handling like booking trips and whatnot as well. So, I'll be doing, that's like 10% of the work they said, but I'll be doing pretty much everything.
Tell me about the base salary.
So that's,
do you know pay there?
I don't know pay. They haven't mentioned that.
Yeah.
I don't want to like.
Yeah, I know. That doesn't matter so much, but I'm just curious if you knew. Do they have like any deal flow right now?
Yeah, they said a lot of their deal flow right now is restructuring and
okay, so they do restructuring.
Raising.
Good.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They do a lot of restructuring and capital raising right now. And then they said that their M&A deal flow has been kind of like a wave. It's like coming in and out. So I think most of their focus is on like raising capital and restructuring.
People need money right now.
Yeah. So that's been good, and I feel pretty hopeful about that. They said it's either going to be this Friday or next Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, so coming up.
So I'll be driving up to their office.
You feel like it's going to be more fit, like because it's more senior people?
Yeah.
Have you had interviews with the associates yet?
I had one. First interview was an analyst. Huh?
Very technical, I assume. Interview?
Yeah, the first two were pretty technical. And then even like
you crushed it.
Yeah, I mean it was a lot of evaluations.
Yeah.
So pretty like I don't want to say it was part of the basic. It was probably basic and intermediate. It didn't really get to advanced in the workbook that you sent me. It wasn't that it didn't get that far reached.
Good.
So I mean, actually the first analyst that interviewed me is from UCI, and I actually reached out to him. That's when I reached out to him, like in January, February, when I first found out about the opportunity. And he's the first guy that interviewed me. So I feel like, I don't know, the technical questions could have been a lot harder, but he was like,
trying to help you out.
He's like helping me out. But I mean, I felt like I knew all of them. Once I got to the associate, he was like kind of going a little further. And that one was pretty, I mean, it was straightforward from the book. Mm-hmm. And then there was a third Zoom call with basically everybody on the team. The three partners, the one MD, I don't even know if he's like, I mean, on the thing it says he's an MD, could be a VP.
Yeah.
And actually the analyst and associate was on there too. So I basically interviewed with everybody in the firm. And I don't know why I think they said they just want me to come in and meet the team in person.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. So I think it's down. Yeah, that's why I think it's down to
a couple
people.
You should, on LinkedIn, are you able to find any people who used to work there?
Yeah, I only found one guy that used to work there, and he just left. I think that's why they're hiring right now. He just left to Wharton.
Can you talk to him for MBA?
Yeah, for MBA. He just left this firm to go to Wharton. He went to Berkeley. Went to this firm, and now he's going to Wharton. So I mean, yeah, not bad.
That could be good. Maybe how long was he at the firm for?
2 years, just analyst stint.
So he just did analyst and went straight to Wharton?
Yeah, they said it was like, I know. Yeah. Let me see if I can pull him up.
Yeah, it'd be good if you could get in touch with him and talk to him.
Yeah, no, I definitely will. Reach out to him today.
Because he may be like, it's a sweatshop, but it's good experience, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or he may say, hey, their deal flow is not like drying up when I left. Don't go. Or like, you know, that's always hard. Or like watch out for this guy. This guy's really good, you know?
Yeah. I kind of got a feel for everybody on the team after.
The one thing I worry about is there's two partners, an MD and one associate.
One associate, one.
And one other analyst.
Yeah.
So I'll shoot you. That analyst is probably drowning right now. Because, you know, like they say, shit rolls downhill. And so it's,
exactly. Probably.
Everyone's passing it down the line if there's anything to do. Okay, I'm looking at this guy now.
That's the guy that's about to go to Wharton. Okay. And then this is the firm.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, they have a pretty established.
Cool. Yeah, they do restructuring. This is great.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty niche industry and focus. So I feel like if I were to start with a firm, it'd kind of be hard to lateral out into like a bigger group. I'll probably have to find a group with a similar focus.
Not necessarily. Gaming and leisure is pretty, I don't think there's anything super, it's not like FIG, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the financials are
pretty broad then. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry so much about that. It's more about if you're getting deals done or not.
Got it.
Some of the restructuring, you may learn a lot if you work in restructuring.
Mm-hmm.
I know
well, we'll see. I'm pretty excited about this one. Obviously, if I get the offer, I'm going to take it, and I'll say like, see you later to Caruso. On the other hand, the two other like firms I'm interviewing with is a valuations firm in LA.
Well, the real estate development shop, it's not offering it full time right now.
Not like at this moment, but I feel like in the next month, like if I really like push for it, like
you could potentially get it.
Yeah, I'll potentially get an offer. And honestly, the guy that I'm currently working under, he's great. He's from Bain. I'm learning a lot from him. And I'm also working under another VP, but not so much. It's a VP of finance. Mm-hmm. So kind of like a dual role right now.
Yeah, it sounds like the real estate development, you're doing a lot of like analytics and which is good,
Mm-hmm.
good skills to have, but it's not like the bread and butter finance.
Yeah, exactly. It's that's what I'm worried about. Like my knowledge in finance or like my really like skills won't be as refined if I were to go straight to like a finance, like focused.
Yep. I think once we also, tell me about your training. So you've been working full time for this real estate shop. Have you had a lot of time to go through the courses?
I've been going through the Excel course primarily, just didn't want to jump through. And I've just been kind of putting in like a couple hours on the weekends, like Saturday mornings.
You're still on it? Like, or do you feel like you're close to
Yeah. I haven't been able to work on it this past weekend, just because of graduations and everything going on, or the past week. Studying, actually past 2 weekends because I was studying for finals. And then this past weekend was all graduations. My graduation, my sister's graduation, my girlfriend's graduation.
Nice.
Yeah. So a lot of all the celebrations and things I needed to do are out of the way now. Now it's like strictly business.
Cool. Yeah. Are you gonna? Yeah, because the Excel course, it'd be good. I think it'd be good for you, especially financial statement modeling. The LBO, you don't. It's a little more advanced than I think what you need to have right now. But if you drill on the Excel and the financial statement modeling and really, really master that stuff, like if you're able to build the 3-statement model from scratch, doing the capstone exercise at the end, I feel like you're going to build a lot of confidence around that, especially Excel. If you really get, remind me, are you the one with the Mac or you have a PC?
Yeah, I have a Mac and I just got
Parallels.
Keyboard. I got Parallels and a keyboard. So here I am just using this.
There we go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly. So I got Parallels and I've been using it.
You'll be happy you did that. You'll be really happy you got Parallels and have a PC keyboard if and when you get this offer from this bank.
Yeah. Just solely been working on that. I don't know how it's going to work though. Like with the bank, if I did get the offer, like everybody's working remote right now. And I don't know like if I'm going to get like a setup or anything. They said everybody gets Surface Books and then you're able to dock that into the monitors at the office, but nobody's at the office. So I think I'm going to have to get my own setup at home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have a Surface, but you can just connect it to external monitor.
Yeah. That shouldn't be too bad then.
Get a wide screen. I have an Oasis monster monitor, which is really nice.
Okay.
A lot of people have 4. I think it's like, I can't focus if there's so many.
I think I need 2. I just need 2.
Yeah.
2 is ideal for me at least.
Yeah. I've been thinking of getting another one, potentially having it be like all the chat and communication and email and like Skype chatting. And then the left be like my actual work.
Yeah. That'd be perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, the problem is 80% of my job is like the Skype chats and the like checking in with people.
Yeah.
Like literally my job is like, hey, what's going on right now? Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. I mean, that's all cool though. Yeah. I mean, now you have another piece to your business too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's keeping me busy. So,
good.
Okay. Well, it sounds like things are going well. What are the other processes you're in? So there's that one with the gaming boutique. What else?
Yeah, another one's a valuations firm. Kind of took your advice on like looking into TAS. All the big fours were kind of done. So I found this firm in LA that kind of deals with business valuation, putting together fairness opinions, and that kind of that line of work. I figured, that'd be a good kind of segue into investment banking. I get the necessary skills and modeling and a little bit of corporate finance. And I've already I've spoken to 2 of the partners. One was actually a UCI alum. And then another one, he put me in touch with another partner, had a good conversation with him. And then that partner put me in touch with a senior associate. So it hasn't been like a really refined interview process, but I've already spoken to 3 members of the team or 3 senior members on the team. And they said they'd get back to me this week.
Okay. And there's one other process. And then, how many people are in that company?
I don't know. I think it's like 25. It's a pretty small firm.
But it's not tiny.
Yeah. Okay. And then the third one is with a REIT. It's a REIT in Irvine. And I'd primarily just be doing like portfolio management that type of work. So, I mean, not too intriguing. It's just something that I'm kind of...
The real estate development shop you're at now sounds better than that.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, my thought process is, I mean, I get the offer to the boutique, I take that. But if I get the offers, the valuations firm or the REIT, I go back to my real estate development shop, be like, hey, and I already told my VP a couple weeks ago that like I'm actively looking and recruiting for full-time opportunities just because I'm about to graduate. I'm already graduated.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I get these offers, I take it back to him and be like, hey, look, got these offers. Do you mind like, speeding up the process or matching it right now?
Yeah. Meaning if it's the valuations or I mean, that's the tougher call, the valuation firm or the real estate development.
Yeah.
I would almost push you to go to the valuation because it's a little more broad and doesn't pigeonhole you into real estate as early, unless you're really kind of passionate about real estate and feel like it's the right move for you. But
makes sense.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about the focus of the boutique bank because it's not like a FIG or something where like the financial modeling is so crazy different from like most traditional companies.
Okay. Sounds good.
Especially if you can get a mix of like get one deal that's like a restructuring, one deal that's a capital raise and another one that's like M&A. That would be amazing.
Perfect. I mean, and how would you kind of see like that progression for like exit ops or, I mean, not many people like stay within the firm. I mean, there's only one associate and he was an analyst, and then they probably had like a few others that dipped after their analyst stint. Some of them
best is probably M&A because that's the most applicable across a lot of different types of jobs like corporate development. Also, buy side, lower middle market, potentially. Maybe there's like a lower middle market private equity fund that specializes only in gaming that would be a great target. You know what I mean? So, or has a niche under there.
Makes sense. Okay.
But yeah, I would say M&A first because just learning that process from would be number one, but then capital raising a little less so. Restructuring, good for if you're like going to like a distressed fund that likes to do turnarounds, that type of stuff. But restructuring, you can kind of angle it too, because like you could also just go to a plain vanilla PE fund like I did at a restructuring if you know how to sell it. Like, oh yeah, I understand complex capital structures and deal, and even though I didn't have a lot of M&A reps, you can learn that pretty fast.
Okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, and if you take our M&A modeling course too, once it's out later this summer, that'll be good.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Once I finish the two others right now.
Get on it.
I know. I got to.
No. Now you have time. I mean, you're doing 40 hours a week, right? At the real estate shop. So
so I got time in the evenings, and I got time in the evenings now because I mean, there's no school, there's no homework.
Yeah, I mean, you do 1 hour. You do 1 hour a night, just 1 hour. You should be able to get done with it in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
each course.
And I enjoy it too. I mean, like it's a lot better and more interactive than other, platforms.
Nice ad, yeah.
Guides.
Keep selling it. Selling it.
No, I had to. I mean, I hear some of your other podcasts, and like some of these guys say, like, "Oh yeah, I purchased the Vault Guide." And then
I was like, "What do you mean, dude?"
Yeah.
Vault is like not
gotta put in a little ad right there.
No, the listeners know. I don't actually. I'm thinking it's funny that you say that because I'm thinking of putting like our first advertisement in any podcast will just be me being like, hey, check out our financial modeling courses. I'm thinking of throwing that in the front because
that's perfect.
We've been doing this for over a year with basically no revenue.
Yeah, no,
with
you should.
Not just the Monkey to Millions, but the normal podcast. It's like 120 episodes. But yeah, I think just letting people know it exists, the listeners know it's out there is good because we're super proud of it.
Yeah. How many, I mean, do you have like data on like the type of listeners you have? And like what
we get it. Well,
what age demographic?
Young.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah, mostly college or like young finance professional. It's pretty similar to the site. Doesn't go that far. In terms of like numbers, we see about, the WSO pod has grown a lot. We're seeing about, I think, 60,000 listens a month now.
Almost. That's awesome.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
Monkey to Millions less. It's more of like a blend between. It does better on YouTube, which makes sense because it's more like it's less of an audio, and there was more like share screen and stuff like that, especially early on with like LinkedIn.
Yeah.
But that's been, I think, that's starting to pick up too. I think people start to follow you, want to hear what happens to you.
Exactly. Well,
I'll be celebrating.
It's just, yeah, I know. Hopefully soon. I mean, it's just been a roller coaster, I feel like, but I feel like I kind of have like a clear.
But you're getting paid. You're getting paid and you're working and you're getting experience, which is what matters.
And then living at home too. So, I mean, there's no really expenses.
It's all good.
Yeah. Just get to pocket all that money, which is nice.
Save.
Exactly.
Any student debt? Any student debt?
Fortunate enough not to have any.
Okay. Did your parents help you or you work through?
Both. I mean, I had like several internships and I had like a desk assistant job on campus and I was able to pay some of it, but like largely my parents helped me. So I'm super blessed.
Awesome. Well, hopefully, you can keep saving.
Yeah, hopefully. If I think I'm going to hear back from the associate today or tomorrow, and he's going to finalize the date, whether it's this Friday or next week, early next week.
Yeah.
I think he's going to give more clarification about what's going to happen at the Super Day. So I'm not sure what your schedule looks like, but is it cool if I reach out to you and maybe have another like quick 20 minute?
Yeah, we can do another quick session maybe later this week if it's Friday or whatever. I'm looking. Thursday's tough for me, and this Friday I'm pretty built. But Wednesday I'm pretty open right now.
Okay. Well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what he says today.
And I could squeeze it in like Friday afternoon, probably like a half hour in there, or midday if it's like Monday. And then Mondays are tough mornings because I have like the weekly call with the whole group. But if it's like on a Tuesday, we could do like Monday. We could try to squeeze something in like Monday midday.
Okay, no worries. I'll just keep you updated and let you know how it goes.
Perfect.
Yeah. But aside from that, I've continued networking, having a couple phone calls each week, mostly on the weekends now. Everybody's pretty receptive to taking calls like early Saturday, Sunday mornings, and just we'll see where that trends. But
what's your list looking like now? Like people who've actually done phone calls with, how big is that list?
In terms of like previous phone calls?
Yeah, like just total, like since you started like this active networking outreach, like 50 people, 100?
Probably 100. Yeah.
Do you have those in a sheet? Are you organized, or is it all right inbox? Just pinging you every like 6 months?
No, it's definitely the latter. And then I have a couple contacts saved. I mean, I started off strong with a sheet, but then
do you take notes?
I got disorganized.
You can just keep it all in right inbox where you just have notes and it just pops up in your inbox.
I have notes. Yeah. Okay. I have like a sheet of notes or like a doc where I basically keep notes on like the conversations, what we spoke about, and then when we spoke.
Where are you putting those? Where are you storing those notes?
Docs.
Google Docs?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to make it easier on yourself, if you use Red Inbox, there's a note tab. Like you can attach it right to the email so that when it pops up in your inbox, you're like, who the hell is this person? I don't even remember. Because if you have 100 people you're talking to, it gets hard. And then you just have the notes, you just click on it and it'll be like boom, 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 and it'll trigger that memory. So when you're crafting that next kind of follow-up email, you can kind of drop in like a reference to something you spoke about.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, all the time. It's good. Okay. Very good. Well, it's good to hear you're still putting in the groundwork because you don't want to let that go.
No, definitely not. I mean, I feel like I have like a backup plan within like the real estate development firm I'm working at right now, because they have a really strong tie to USC. I mean, I think like I want to say like 30% of the team went to USC. And the CEO and founder, he's like on the board of trustees, or he's like the head of the board of trustees or whatever. Yeah. So I feel like potentially if I stay with them, go get my MBA at USC. Yeah. And then I don't know, lateral to like IB RE or something like that. I don't know.
Very cool. I like it. I like that plan.
Yeah.
Although I'll say that MBAs are expensive.
Yeah, no, for sure. I know that without a doubt. I mean, that's not ideal, but like it's backup.
Depends what if you get a financial aid package. The problem is if your parents make a little bit of money, then it's tough. Even if they're like, making middle income or like,
exactly.
You're not going to get
that's kind of been the challenge we've had.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, man. Well, let's maybe plan on doing something short the end of this week. We can kind of talk a little bit about the Super Day if it's coming up. And congrats on all the progress so far. It's exciting.
I appreciate it. Thanks for everything. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for the course again. It's great.
All right, man. We'll chat soon.
All right. Later.
And thanks to you, my listeners at Wall Street Oasis. If you have any suggestions whatsoever, please don't hesitate to send them my way, patrick@wallstreetoasis.com. And until next time.